there should be peace here. 2, there should be unity here. 3, we should be able to move and approve motions that will enable us win 2028. That is the main goal. We are one people with one ideology, common expectation. We need to build this country. NPP is far better than NDC. It doesn't matter what anybody wants to say. But if you don't have power, you can't build. So we want peace here. We want tranquility. We want coherence. We want to show that NPP is still a formidable party, although we are in opposition, and that we are united. The fact that sometimes we disagree doesn't mean that we are disunited. We are together. So all that I want here is peace, unity, tranquility, coexistence, teamwork, coherence, and above all, every single motion here should be geared towards the higher probability that NPP will win 2028. That's all that we want.
Out of these 50 motions, we are told,
we're in there big time, I don't know what number we are on the amendments, but we are seeking that all parliamentary candidates should be given the opportunity to vote. So by God's grace, if this is passed, it would mean that in the upcoming elections for the presidential candidate, the parliamentary candidates are going to, and it's a very simple reason. We have 88 members of parliament now. Of course, with the passing of my good friend Ernest, there are 87 members of parliament. What it means is that the PCs in opposition are more than the PCs who actually got into the House. Now, all these constituencies are almost manned by the PCs because you make contributions all the time. And you've just finished an election that perhaps you lost. It's inconceivable that somebody who is so intimate and ingrained in the party's affairs at the local level or the constituency level does not have a vote. It beats my mind. It beggars belief. So this amendment to allow PCs to vote is in order. And just the fact that all former executive members of the party, all former parliamentarians of the party, all former polling station executives of the party are now going to be put into this extended pool of executives of the party. It's brilliant because the party has a history. You can't say that somebody who worked for the party for the last 20 years but has lost an election no longer has a stake or a say in the party. It can't work. It's incongruous to think so. So I'm excited about all these amendments. And then one that really caught my attention was Article 13.9, the fact that we want to expunge or abolish the special electoral college. So it's in our rules that, it's in our constitution that if we have, for example, parliamentary presidential candidates more than 5, we've got to have an election that trims it down to 5. Now, in the wisdom of the people who propose the amendments, and I agree with them, it's unnecessarily expensive, it's laborious, it drives division, so we should expunge it, and I'm sure that's going to get a blessing of the conference today. So it's exhaustive, it's quite a range, and I'm really excited that we can sit down, have a conversation around these things, meet, and then actually pass them, because I think it would bring the NPP into a stronger position. So that's what we're here to do today.
Before I let you go,
motions, but we've seen that there's an expansion, and we know how expensive it is for political parties to organize. I mean, somebody from the finance background, how can the party maintain
all this? And we have given it to our members. Our members are going to tell us what to. That's why it's an amendment that we are engaging. That's why we are calling this delegates conference to make sure that if our people agree with it, it will go through. And whatever it is, in political parties formation, there's nothing like being too expensive or being too little. It is what will make the system work. And so that is what we seek to do, to make it fit for purpose, and so that we can all grow with the way the political atmosphere is growing. That is what we seek to do. And so we are not looking at whether it is too little or it's too much or it's too expensive or not, but what it is that will make the NPP party, what it is that we can use to rebuild the party with our own values and make our party attractive and fit for purpose. That is what we seek to do today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I think to try and enlarge the space and give opportunity to as many as possible to join hands. The fight and the struggle ahead is the one of all hands on deck. And so those that seek to broaden the base and include bigger participation are quite good. Electoral areas, giving access to former party executive at the polling station to come on board and so on. But basically just to enlarge the base.
I mean, this limited expansion was contrasted to one man, one vote. How possible? What measures can the NPP take to ensure that they can get the one man, one vote?
Well, we just have to be cautiously ambitious. The ultimate is to get to the one man, one vote, but it has to start from somewhere. I believe as we go in the next round of such processes, we should be inching towards the one man, one vote. But we just want to be cautious even as we seek to broaden the base.
Well, we realize that the time has come to make a few changes in our constitution, that there were some provisions that were not good for our advancement. So we decided to change, look at the constitution again and have a change, and hopefully that will bring us together, that will make people more sort of, and they will get a lot of energy to come and work for us. I believe that this Congress or conference will, in the final analysis, bring out a constitution that will be good for our development as we go forward. I don't think there will be there should be any problem at all whatsoever. We have to understand ourselves that this is a human institution. It's dynamic. It goes forward, and as you go forward, if there are changes to be made, you make changes, and that's what we are really going to do. And if that will give us, okay. Thank you.